Right guys, hello and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan. Lately we've been sharing a hell of a long story with about 8 parts or 9 parts to the story. And now it's the finale. It's the end of the story. Thank God for that. But guys, anybody now that's watching that's coming to Thailand and they're deciding to get a girlfriend here, a Thai girlfriend that's a freelancer or working in the entertainment industry, in the bars, etc., or she's got a checkered past and she's done that kind of stuff in the past, be careful. This story is a warning to you all, and it's not just this guy that gets involved heavily like this. It happens a hell of a lot, and I'm going to tell you a lot more about what really happens in Thailand when I return back to the UK. So guys, strap yourself in for the finale of this UK guy's story with his Thai wife and his 2 kids. Emails from Nong continued to be few and far between until mid-August, and at this time Nong messaged to say she wanted to talk on Skype and gave me a time. When I seen her on video, I was shocked at her appearance. She was lying down and sweating profusely and much slimmer than when I had last seen her. I thought she might be coming off of substances, even though I had never known her to take substances before, and she had refused to take tablets with me in Chiang Mai. I asked if she was injecting the hard stuff. She replied no, it was ice. She said she had been trying to make money by selling it around nightclubs in Switzerland and had started taking it herself. And now she wanted to get clean and come back to us. So 1 week later, we met in London. I took the children too, and it was a happy reunion. Rather than having enough money to buy a new house, Nong came back with about £200 and a new iPad. It's a lot easier to lose £150,000 than to make it back. After a few days visiting tourist attractions in London, we headed home. So I didn't ask too many questions about what Nong had been up to, but I did take a look on her phone. From photographs, I could see that when she had left us in the Chiang Mai house with rent unpaid, rather than going to a ship to get $10,000 to send back to us, she was enjoying herself on a beach with her niece and gay nephew. I also found, since we'd met back up again, she was sending love messages to some Italian guy. I was furious. After a big argument, she ran off to my stepfather's house and I followed her there. She got less than zero sympathy from my mother and stepfather, and as far as I know, all flirting with other men ended then and there. Now, as I have written, home for us was now my mother's bungalow. I would have been very happy to keep on living there, but my brother wanted his half of the money, so my mother put the house up for sale. And when the house sold, me, Nong and our children moved into one tiny room in my stepfather's house. John's a nice guy, but he made it clear that our staying in his house was a temporary measure and we had to find somewhere else to live quickly. So one evening, whilst we were living at John's, I got a message from MT Gox informing me my Bitcoin was being transferred out of my account. I was horrified. because it wasn't me doing the transferring. There was nothing whatsoever I could do to stop the transfer. At the time, the Bitcoin were worth £13,000. Mgok's support said someone had logged into my account with my username and password to make the transfer. I suspect it was an inside job. If only I'd investigated how to store the Bitcoin safely in my own Bitcoin wallet, my financial problems could have been gone forever. I have tried not to pay too much attention as the price has shot up since then, peaking at over 12 million. Some people are destined to remain poor. With only a few months in a poorly paid 0 hours contract job, I couldn't get a mortgage. So with half the money from my mother's house sale, I bought 50% of a shared ownership property from a housing association. I had to pay rent on the other 50% of the property, a situation that I did not like one bit. The house was nowhere near as good as the house I had owned before, so I had little enthusiasm in doing it up, at least not at first. Nevertheless, it was good to be living together as a family again. So the house purchase had gone through in November. With that out of the way, I eventually started to make use of my private hire license. For 2 weeks, I worked days, but I hated the traffic and asked to be put on nights. Then, work suddenly became a lot of fun, and I loved it. Every night, apart from Saturday, most of the work was taking students to and from nightclubs. It was only a couple of weeks before one student told me I was lovely, put her arms around me and kissed me. Not long after that, 2 very attractive female students snogged me one after the other and asked me to go inside with them. I couldn't believe how grateful young girls could be just for getting them home safely. At last, I'd found my calling. I wished I'd worked nights as a taxi driver when I was younger and before I was married. Now, home life was good too. We were back to normal family life with Nong working evenings in a Thai restaurant and the children attending their old school, at least for a little while until they moved to a secondary school. For family holidays, we went to Europe instead of Thailand. To go to Thailand as a family would have brought back too many bad memories. Indeed, Nong said she had no wish to visit Thailand ever again. So all was forgiven. I convinced myself Nong had lost everything due to naivety rather than malice, and all the bad things she had done after losing the money were done merely to try to get back all the money she had lost. After 3 years, I managed to buy out the remaining 50% of my house, thanks to a mortgage and a loan from my stepfather. Once I no longer had to pay rent on the house, I grew much fonder of it. It became transformed from when we initially moved in. I was content with my life, and our previous tribulations in Thailand were never mentioned. Now, I always paid for everything household related, including all bills and shopping. I didn't mind because I enjoyed my job. Over the years, Nong grew to dislike working in the Thai restaurant more and more. Whilst initially she worked most evenings, she was soon down to only Friday and Saturday nights. Despite having little money of her own, Nong didn't ask for much money from me. Very rarely, she'd ask for Thai gold jewellery for Christmas or a birthday. This would inevitably disappear in weeks or months, doubtless having been resold. So, everything was fine until November 2024, when Nong said her sister Noi needed a heart operation and hinted that she'd like me to pay for it. I said that I had already paid for Noi's house and no way would I be paying for an operation. I also said that if Nong wanted money for contingencies such as this, she should work more and save money herself. So later that month, according to Nong, Noi was now in a coma in a Thai hospital and would never be regaining consciousness. Nong said she needed to return to Thailand to say goodbye to her sister and to sort out Noi's will. I gave Nong £2,000 to make the journey. She said that she'd be gone for a few weeks and pay me back from her inheritance when she returned. I replied to take as much time as she needed, and I didn't care about being paid back. I knew from experience that there was little chance I'd see the money again, whether I wanted it back or not. So, before she left, Nong said I was a good man and she was sorry for everything that she had done to me. It seemed strange to me at that time that she was apologising for things that had happened years ago. But I know now it was more of an apology for what she was about to do. Now, by this time, Tid had long since left Noi for another woman, though not before they'd had a daughter, now aged 10. Tid's mother was already dead, so he didn't have to worry about her anymore. Noi and Tid's eldest son was now serving in the army in South Thailand, and their youngest son had been killed in a motorbike accident by a drunk driver. Noi had used compensation from the accident to buy a block of apartments which she rented out. All of this is according to Nong, of course. Nong said she would be arranging the sale of the apartment block and paying me back from the proceeds.
Are you crazy? Or just plain stupid?
Stupid as stupid does, Mrs. Blue.
I guess.
So, a few weeks after Nong had left, I found out that I wasn't the only one she had elicited money from with her sob story. Our children both still lived with us, and I discovered whilst talking to them that they had both given money to their mother before she left, each to the tune of £1,500. But the requests had not stopped there. Nong was still asking them to send her money. Luke was still sending more, but May had refused. Nong said to May that if she did not send more money, it meant she did not love her mother. May did not fall for the emotional blackmail. She was already angry when it became clear that she would not be getting her £1,500 back anytime soon, and told Nong she wanted nothing more to do with her until the money was returned. It wasn't only family, though, who had lent Nong money. She'd taken what she could get from all her Thai friends and her boss at the Thai restaurant. She'd also ordered and taken possession of Thai gold, but not paid for it. She'd even borrowed £1,000 from one of our children's friends. All the people she owed money to now wanted it back. Some even asked me or the children for it, but we were not about to bail out Nong. Now, Noi made a miraculous recovery soon after Nong arrived in Thailand. Was the money for an operation for Noi? I thought so. But May said she thought Noi was never really ill and the money was for a new house. We'll probably never know the truth of it. So, me and Nong were in frequent contact via message and video call. And during one video call, Nong told me not to worry and she didn't have anybody else. I'd never actually considered she might have anyone else until she said that.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as a stupid does.
So in May, after Nong had been in Thailand for 5 months, she said she was flying to Dubai to work as a waitress and earn the money to pay everybody back. Nong had once or twice mentioned going to work in Dubai years ago, though I never thought she was serious. I was against it and didn't see why she couldn't work in the UK. She hinted that she'd return to the UK if I'd settle all her debts myself, and this I was not prepared to do. So me and May agreed that Nong would not last long working full-time in Dubai, as she is adverse to working hard. Now initially, contact between me and Nong was frequent following her arrival in Dubai, though video calls were replaced by the odd short video. Nong said video calls were not possible from Dubai, a story that checked out. At first, Nong said she hated Dubai and would be flying home in June. This soon changed to July and then early August. Nong said this was definite as she only had a 3-month visa for Dubai, which would be ending. However, when August came, Nong said her boss needed her for a couple more weeks until her replacement arrived. She said she'd been good to her and she wanted to help him out. No mention of the visa situation. Now these repeated delays were messing with my mind. I told Nong not to message me again until her flight home was booked. I also told Nong she had until the end of August to come home, otherwise I'd change the locks and it was over between us. I didn't mean it. It was just an attempt to force the issue and make her come home. It didn't work. She didn't come home, but she did stop messaging me and Luke both. I didn't try to contact her, though sometimes Luke did. But Nong did not reply to Luke's messages and he was worried about his mother. She was using his old phone, which he could track. He thought he knew the restaurant in Dubai where Nong worked, so he called to ask to speak to her. The person on the other end of the phone was rude and wouldn't answer any questions about Nong. Luke had the idea to go to Dubai to look for her, just like I had thought to go to Switzerland to look for her 12 years earlier, and I convinced him it was a really bad idea. So it was the middle of October when Nong eventually replied to Luke's messages. When he told me she'd been in touch, I messaged her myself to ask when she was coming home. By this time, I'd booked for myself a 2-month holiday in Thailand for January and December 2026. I told Nong about this and said we could go together if she wanted. She was very apologetic in her reply. Hi darling, I'm really sorry to not connect you and everyone because I'm lost all contact from old mobile. Now I have used my friend's old phone, can remember only Luke number. I'm not go back to Thailand, but I'm go back to England next month. That's my final month to get out from UAE. Please wait for me return home. I'll not leave you alone. Luke have told me already you're home alone. Please wait for me finish contract visa in the middle of next month. And don't worry about me. I'm okay here. Have been depression myself sometimes, but I'm stopped take some medicine for long time. I hope you understand me and hope you're doing well. I know you are miss me so much, the same as me always miss you and always love you so much. Please forgive me what I do leave you alone for a while. Please wait me back to home. So I was indeed now living alone when Nong had left for Thailand. Both our children plus their partners lived with us, but Luke and his girlfriend had moved out in March after being offered a house rent-free. May and her boyfriend left in early October to travel in Thailand for 2 months. What had been a busy house was now just me. So with contact re-established, the messages between me and Nong were frequent, at least initially. Inevitably, the middle of next month came and went without Nong's return. Her replies to my messages then became slow. This annoyed me, so I was soon only messaging in reply to her messages in late November. And in late November, she sent me the booking confirmation of her flight from Dubai to the UK. The flight date was early December by sheer chance. Nong would be arriving in the UK the same date as May, although May and her boyfriend had already packed away all their belongings. They did plan to spend a few nights at my place before going to live in the boyfriend's hometown. If Nong didn't have the money to pay May back, it would be an interesting meeting between the two of them. So Nong's plane was due to arrive in the UK early in the morning. I was not about to drive to the airport to pick her up because the arrival time and lack of confidence she'd show. I told her I'd pick her up from the rail station in my hometown if she let me know what train she was on. I waited all morning for the call, but it never came. I didn't message to ask what was happening. I planned to go for dinner with Mikey and Nong that evening. May would be arriving late at night, so couldn't join us. When I told Luke that Nong was a no-show, he messaged her. Her excuse was that she was at a police station in Dubai following an incident. My first thought was that her story would be she had been stopped at the airport and had her money taken off her, meaning she'd now be unable to pay everyone back. I was wrong. Instead, she had been in a social media post showing a friend in a bad light, and now her friend wanted damages for defamation. I've seen the post, and it shows is Nong pulling back another Thai girl who is shouting, trying to advance towards someone out of shot. I've been sent links to the police reports, but I can't access them as I do not have the password. Whatever happened, it is inexcusable that Nong did not at least let me know she would not be returning on the flight that she had booked. I'm literally stuck in limbo again. I'll be flying to Thailand for a 2-month holiday on New Year's Day with or without Nong. Whatever happens in the future, I am not and will not be bitter. I am grateful for the times that we had together and the amazing children that she gave to me. Right guys, that is the end of the story. That's brought us right up to December of 2025 and we're only in January 2026. Now he did send me an email just a few days ago. It's a very short one, won't take long, which I'm going to read to you now. Hi Dan, best wishes in being reunited with your son. As I wrote in my story, I struggled to be apart from my children for 3 months whilst I sold my house in the UK. It's not easy. I am leaving Thailand today. My 2-month holiday had turned into 2 weeks, and I have to get away and be around the people who care about me, including my now grown-up children. I may write an epilogue to my story when I get back to the UK. Yay, another episode. Take care. Right guys, so it's still ongoing and unfortunately I didn't get the answers that I wanted to get. I am 100% convinced that this woman either has a new family or she is being a brass all over the place, wherever she can go to in order to sell her womanly stuff and to generate money and to party and take substances. It sounds like she has a lot of issues and the best thing that this guy could possibly do is cut the mother out from the children's life and his life. She's not only just trying to use him, she's also trying to use the children, and she's also trying to use anybody that's close to her. So she clearly has an addiction, and this may be the reason why she's been crazy for the past God knows how long. How long's it been? 30 years or whatever is known this woman, 20 years. And that's where all these problems might be coming from, because she has some substance abuse and she's willing to sell it, you know, in nightclubs, in other countries. She's not worried about the repercussions of that. And because she's doing that, and because she's willing to steal from her own kids and her own husband and anybody else, she's obviously going to be willing to do whatever it is with other men. And I would stay as far away from this woman as humanly possible. And I'd also send yourself, if you're listening, to the doctors and get some tests done just in case she has passed anything off to you. This woman sounds epically dangerous, and I just think, normally I wouldn't say pull a parent away from the children's lives, but I think this woman needs to stay away. She isn't going to get any better, and because of the culture and because they like to save face, I can't see her going to see a psychologist or a therapist or anything like that in order to get help. So these type of people, you've got to give a wide berth, and this guy needs to get on with his life and make the best of it and stop being stupid with this woman. I've never known anything like it. I mean, people have asked me, a lot of people have been listening to this story and contacting me, the people that I know and I speak to regularly, and they're asking me what the hell is going on. Why would somebody be so stupid? The way I look at it is that this guy thinks that this is his family. That's his wife. They're his kids. They're a family. And he just does the best of what he can do. He lets her off with a lot of things because she's Thai. She's not that smart. She's young. You know, she's from a village or whatever. And guys will make so many excuses for these women. But there's only so much that you should take. And now, because this guy has allowed this woman to keep coming back into his life whenever she feels like it, whenever she runs out of money and she's on her backside, he allows her back. And now it's affecting the children, not only emotionally, but now financially as well. This guy really needs to grow a pair, take care of his kids, protect his kids who are now older, and just keep that woman away. There is no way in the world that you should get involved with someone like this. And if you rewind back in time, this guy was coming to Thailand, going through bar girls, freelancers, women that have got mental bloody health issues. Anyone in the world, right? You have to really understand this, guys, that can sell their body constantly for money and not give a flying F who gets on them for the ride, has to have some issues. Has to. It's not normal behavior. I speak to normal Thai women and they have said to me they would rather top themselves than allow some older guy, some dirty guy, some perverted guy, some grotesque guy, some smelly guy, you know, sweat all over him and be on him. And they'd rather jump off the balcony, join the Pattaya flying club. So you have to think, when a woman can do something like that, what else can she do? You know, and substance abuse, it is a major problem around the whole world. And as it's well known, especially in European countries, for women that do, you know, offer themselves to men, normally they're alcoholics or they're taking substances as well. So guys, think before you decide to get involved with a working girl. Don't allow it to ruin your life. And remember, even though a girl might not be working in the bar or freelancing right now, she might have a checkered past. And a lot of these women nowadays that are getting involved with foreigners, especially the younger ones, guys, yeah, they do normally have what they have normally worked in a bar or a karaoke bar, you know, and been with Thai guys. They've got a lot of karaoke bars all over the place in Thailand. It's 500 baht. Yeah, it's a lot cheaper for the Thai guys to play with them. It's a lot cheaper, and a lot of the girls do come from there and they evolve and they go to Pattaya and they... Guys, do not get into a relationship with a creature of the night. Do not be like this guy. There are so many guys here that are stuck in a rut, that have made so many stupid decisions, you know. And it's easy to do when you're deprived from, you know, from females and they're not that interested in you, or you're always getting wildebeests back home, you know, buffaloes or whatever. You know, that's the only thing that you could have, or you're not getting any attention at all and you're lonely and miserable, and you come to Thailand, the next minute a slim, beautiful woman is telling you everything that you want to hear, is doing all her acting and her BS in the bedroom, you know, to make you fall in love. The next minute you're simping in Thailand and you're going to destroy your life. You have been warned. Take it easy and ciao for now. Bye-bye.